As we are all aware, any hint of drug taking amongst the medical professionals...
As my learned friend knows, this is pure speculation.
And as you're fully aware, Miss Shea, there's no evidence that Dr. Granger took drugs of any kind. Panel will disregard Miss Shea's comments on this matter.
I apologize for my error. But what we do have clear evidence of is that Granger has flouted the trust placed in him by his family, friends, and colleagues. In short, Mr. Granger is a practiced and consummate liar and thief, unworthy of the title of doctor.
You promised you won't tell anyone.
You can talk to me in confidence.
I think he's been going through my underwear drawer. Some things have gone missing, silly things, like pairs of tights.
Are you sure?
I wish I wasn't.
And you've not mentioned it to him?
You saw how he reacted earlier. I can hardly talk to him anymore.
He's been through a lot, you know. What with facing up to death, which he certainly was before the surgery. It could have had a much deeper effect than we realised.
I thought this new heart would make our lives better. But instead, it's like living with a total stranger. What have you done?
What's he doing here?
You took the car keys.
I can take a look at that for you if you like.
No, thanks. And when you finish, you can go.
First of all, members of the panel, I would like you to be particularly clear regarding my learned friend's supposed error in alluding to drug taking by Dr. Granger. This is a most damaging allegation, and I must stress again that not once during this hearing has there been any evidence to support such a claim.
We've been over this, Mr. Barclay.
Indeed we have. But I'm sure you appreciate my desire for my client to have the fairest hearing possible. Dr. Granger is a talented professional who gives the very best of care to his patients. During all the evidence we have heard in this room, not once has this been in dispute. In fact, Dr. Woodson went to great pains to explain what expert counseling she had received from Dr. Granger during a particularly difficult case. He was, she told us, a huge support to her, both on a professional and personal level. And previously, having established a very successful practice with his partner, Dr. Palmer, my client's track record as a doctor speaks for itself. Daniel is a good, if not a great, doctor. But he's also human, flawed, like the rest of us. Yes, he is a gambler. Yes, he stole to support his addiction. That is fact. But what is also fact is that Daniel is determined to try and make amends for the pain and upset he's caused. He regularly attends Gamblers Anonymous in the hope of beating his problem. And he is prepared to battle his demons to regain the trust of his friends and family. In facing up to his wrongdoings, and having endured a very stressful incarceration on remand, surely Dr. Granger has already been punished enough.
Haven't you got the message yet?
Thick skin. Comes with the uniform.
The caring face of the NHS.
Yeah. Talk to me, Max.
If it's not you on my back, it's Jackie.
Oh, she's worried about you.
Yeah, right.
She doesn't understand what's going on.
Well, that makes two of us.
So, tell me what's bothering you.
I'm beginning to wish I'd taken my chances with my old heart.
You didn't have any chances left, mate, you know that.
Yeah, but at least I knew who I was.
It's just your heart that's changed.
Oh, only? Huh, you don't know the half of it, mate.
Well, then tell me about it.
Oh, I used to have a life. Ordinary, boring, maybe. But Jackie and I, we were happy. We just sort of jogged along together.
And now?
Everything's changed. It's all a mess.
Hey, come on, you've got your life back.
No, I've got a life. Some poor sucker I didn't even know existed.
It's still your life, no matter whose heart you've got.
But it all feels wrong. I haven't got a clue who I'm turning into.
That's not how it works.
Oh, yeah? So how do you account for this? Huh? I don't know whether to chomp on a Yorkie or do a pirouette.
Oh, good Lord, it's Max Wall.
It's not funny. Here am I turning into some sort of freak and all she can do is laugh.
Oh, I'm sorry, love.
Look, we're just trying to understand.
Well then, cop a load of this. Both those two died the week of my operation. And both families donated the organs for transplant.
One of them lived in Selly Oak and the other in Edgbaston.
And you think you've got one of their hearts?
Well, I must have. The trouble is, I don't know which one.
Dr. Granger, was there anything you wish to say to the panel? This is your opportunity to respond to the evidence we've heard.
I'd like to say that I know I can't undo the damage I've done to myself or to others. All I can do is promise that I'll do everything possible to beat this illness, because that's what gambling is, an addiction which takes hold of you and won't let go. My gambling's changed me into someone that I barely recognize. A man who steals from people who care about him and lies to get what he wants. And I just want to say how sorry I am for the pain and upset that I've caused to my friends and colleagues, but especially to my uncle, Dr. Fenton, who's always been there for me, and I know how badly I've let him down. But whatever else I've done, I swear I've never once let my patients down, never once. Because being a doctor, following in my uncle's footsteps, has been a dream for me since I was a child. And I'm a good doctor because I care about my patients. If they're sick, I want to heal them. And if they're troubled, I'm there to support them. And I'm proud I've been able to make a difference to so many people's lives. So, I'm asking you, please don't take that away from me.
Yeah, but why don't I feel like me? I mean, what's all this about?
Oh, it's not just your body that underwent the surgery, and your mind felt the impact too. And an operation's pretty traumatic, especially for somebody as ill as you were. And don't forget, your mind had conditioned itself to the idea of death.
It was the worst time of our lives.
Barely dared hope, did we, love?
And then the miracle happened. You got a new heart.
All that praying worked.
But the sad thing is that somebody else had to die so you could live. That's pretty heavy stuff.
Didn't like to think about it. I just grabbed a chance and tried to get better, but the fitter I got, the more I thought about it, the more the guilt set in.
Oh, love.
Some poor family was mourning somebody they loved. I just had to know.
And so you tracked these down?
Yeah, then it all became a big muddle in my head. Was I a dancer or a born-again trucker? The old Max Walsh just got lost in the mess.
Just for a little while, that's all.
Now he's back.
You can never be sure whose heart you have, so you might as well be grateful you got your future back.
Yeah. Feel right, Prawn.
Of course not.
You haven't seen what I did when I left you. Sorry, love. I wimped out before he could finish it.
Max!
That is a classic.
Well, I think it'll look very nice with a few roses.
You are joking.
First thing tomorrow, we've got a date with that tattooist.
Well, I think that went rather well.
You're sure I didn't mess up?
Oh, not at all. No. You delivered absolutely the right blend of humility and honesty. Impact, that's what you gave them.
I just wish I knew what they were thinking.
I don't think we'll have long to wait.
You know your nephew took drugs.
It's not an issue, Vivian.
You may choose to believe that, Dr. Fenton.
You were there, you heard what was said. There is absolutely no evidence to support any allegation of drug taking.
I saw him taking those pills with my own
The
eyes.
hearing is over.
Maybe. But are you sure you can overlook something as serious as that, Dr. Fenton?
You can't keep running away from me.
Then leave me alone.
This is about us, George.
There is no us. It was a mistake, as simple as that.
Which you obviously can't get past.
Oh, if I could take back every second of that night, I would.
It felt right at the time. For both of us.
Yeah, but it wasn't, was it? And I have to face Ronnie every day knowing what I've done to him.
And maybe you should tell him.
Well, and risk losing him. I don't want that.
Well, you'd rather go on like this. It's tearing you apart.
So?
So, come clean with Ronnie. Get it out in the open. Deal with it.
Oh, you want him to find out, don't you?
If it helps you get over this.
You want to break us up?
Crazy.
You said something to me in the car the night of the crash. You said, if I wasn't married. You were flirting with me.
I was drunk.
Have you got some kind of sick crush on me? Is that what this is all about?
No.
If you think for 1 second that you're going to split me and Ronnie up and have me all to yourself, then you're seriously deluded.
You've got this all wrong, George. George!
Try and relax. You said Barclay's pretty positive things went your way.
Yeah, he is. Ah, what did they say? Have they reached a decision?
No. I don't quite know why they're taking so long.
You just have to wait it out.
Actually, I think it's better you both go home.
No way, not till I know where I stand.
Well, surely we both need to be here for when they deliver the verdict.
You might have quite a long wait, I'm afraid.
But you said it was cut and dried.
Yes, I know, but I have jumped the gun, I'm afraid.
Great.
They need more time to weigh out the evidence.
How much time?
A bit longer. But we won't have a verdict before Monday.
And is that a good or a bad thing?
To be perfectly honest, I don't really know.
Brian's not his dad, he's Justin's nanny.
Manny? That male nanny.
Why would I have a toddler anyway?
You tell me.
I'm going to report him so he doesn't do this to some other family.
Good Lord, it's Jackie O.
Come on then, Vivian.
This panel finds the defendant's behaviour in these regards to be highly reprehensible.
Well, it's not funny.
Jack stirs it up between Peggy and Phil in EastEnders tonight at 8. Next on BBC One, Susan's in trouble. In Neighbours,